Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another round of the Dreamhack Winter 2013. It is still the group stages between Stay Green as well as S2y. Now, S2y really lost the first map against Denali Sports, whereas on the flip side, Stay Green did win against Internet Gangsters. So joining today is going to be Babael, and with me is Lark.
Yeah, what's up guys? Stay Green versus S2y. S2y didn't perform as great in the previous match that we casted against Denali Esports. Hopefully they can bring a better game because SG is probably their toughest opponent right now. SG of course looking very good. They took one game off already against IG, and I don't know, I mean they probably are looking towards winning every single game that they can. I mean, in fact all teams are.
Yep, they are, and the benefit is going to be that if you do win the most amount of games and you get the most amount of points walking into the relegation matches, you will definitely have the automated seating arrangement, and that means that you will have an automatic spot into the semi-finals. That's pretty good to see, whereas the position spot 2 will fight with spot 3 of another group, and that's going to be the case vice versa. So that's game number 1, or rather the only game between both teams is going to start real soon, and the band here is going to be the Scout, Parasite, Sanriff, as well as the Rally.
Yeah, Scout was addressed actually. Scout and Sanriff was actually addressed by Legion team. They actually are gonna ban that out because they know that Sanriff, of course, is a very prime carry hero that Southeast Asian regions love. Scout, of course, another hero that S2y does run from time to time, and I mean, generally he's just an annoying hero to deal with in that offlane role. They're gonna go with the Parasite and Rally pickup. Ban out coming from Hellburn team, and I think that's mainly because they could be going for the Tempest option if they want to, like they can get Tempest and Keeper, but on Legion team you have a lot of push potential already because of Warbeast and Ophelia.
Yep, so that's keeping the case. That said, on Team Legion side it's going to be Warbeast as well as Ophelia being picked up, whereas on Hellbound side it's going to be Keeper as well as the Wretched Hag. Now on Legion team, Warbeast, Ophelia, this seems really familiar, doesn't it?
Wretched Hag and sorry, Warbeast and Ophelia?
No, Warbeast, Ophelia, yeah, that's right, Wretched Hag.
Yeah, Warbeast Ophelia is a very strong lineup. They even get Engineer on top of that, so it's just so good looking for SG. But of course, at the same time, Hellburn, they have that good wombo combo with the Keeper and the Richard Hag. Push potential coming from Keeper. They can pick up Tempest if they want to. I'm not sure what they're gonna choose to decide. There's always also that mid role that they can address. Unless they want to get their support, by all means they can get it as well.
Yep, it's going to be really good. That said, Engineer is going to be picked up by Team Legion side, and that is going to be a really good support. I would definitely want to see how this can be played out on Team Legion. As well as on Hellbound team, they have a Kraken being picked up. Now, Kraken is pretty decent as well. You got Wretched Hag pretty much with the Bad Blast, Kraken with a Release the Kraken, and that's going to be really cute to see him releasing his own version. I mean, the Kraken should be made the same as the Avatar. That's the only thing that makes it fun. But that being said, that's going to be a pretty good lockdown, both the Keeper with the Root as well as Kraken. You also got Bad Blast to nicely add in the extra DPS, or rather DMG there, and that's going to be really good for Team Hellbound. But in general, they need a little bit extra carry potential, and Wretched Hag alone, yes, could be pretty good carry, but Jacob Tien, man, so far, all the matches I casted since yesterday, the scrims, they are just not looking to be so good.
Yeah, I think they could actually go for that Hag carry, but because they could always send Kraken in the offlane, they can just do a jungle Keeper. It's not, it's not unseen. It does happen. Tempest is going to be banned out. I guess Legion team just doesn't want to pick it up for themselves, nor do they want to give that extra option towards the Hellburn team, because if Hellburn has that, that'll be even much more scarier. Because they can even rotate Crack mid, Hag into the short lane, Keeper into that off lane, Tempest into the jungle. They won't have that option here. They nicely ban a couple to the Disciple because they know that's one of Chelsea's most favorite heroes, and it's a very strong hero indeed. You won't be able to have that in this game, but I mean, just looking at it a general point of view, they have a really decent lineup coming out from Stay Green right now. They have that Warbeast, that Ophelia, and that Engineer already. They're even gonna ban out Slither. I don't think that's a a hero that Myth S2y actually plays, because it's not necessarily something they're up to date with.
Yep, that's going to be the case. That said, though, the ban here is going to be the MOA, Torture, Tempest, Corrupted Disciple, as well as Slither, plus a Flux. Now, Flux, pretty good ban coming from Team S2y, because I do believe they actually want to have the Flux in that kind of lineup. But Flux, man, because they have a second pick, they are not going to go for that pick. They would probably want to have the Flux being picked by Team SG as well. So that being said, SG going to ban out the MOA, the Tempest, as well as the Slither. So in this game, there is a Keeper, but without the Tempest, and that's going to be pretty good to see as well. But it's pretty questionable, because I thought they might want to actually pick up the Tempest themselves, but seeing they already have got the Ophelia, it's not going to be wise to do that as well. But Ophelia, Tempest, as well as Warbeast is going to be a really good pushing combo.
Yeah, Ophelia Warbeast is just such a good combo when it comes to pushing because of that battle cry. Ophelia Creeps does a lot of damage and it's very tanky because of the you know, the command ability. You get extra max health and movement speed as well. That's also a nice thing to have. Hellburn team, they are shadow picking that Pestilence. They could go for that for much more increased aggression if they wanted to, because they still don't really have their mid lane hero. If they're gonna go with that Kraken off lane, Hag short, and Keeper into the jungle, they definitely need a good support coming out in this game because uh, they need to address the heroes coming from this Legion lineup. They are gonna go with Pestilence though, so that's good for them. As for Legion, I mean, I think this could even be a Chessie Warbeast. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Zephric's definitely gonna be playing that Engineer, unless because Swindle Melons being that offlane player now for his team, he's gonna be playing that Bubbles over there.
Yep, and that said, Warp is already being beaten by Team Legion side. We do have the bubbles as well on that team, so it's gonna be a pretty good amount of lockdown coming from Team Legion. Whereas for the help on Team Pestilence, man, definitely want to see how that's gonna really work out with Team S2y being a team from the Southeast Asian scene. The picks coming from so I'm really familiar at that, and it's gonna be really good to see that. Whereas I would definitely be counting on the Kraken's going to the offlane for this one, and we would like to see Keeper in the jungle, Hack at the top lane, and Pestilence in the mid lane. That should be the laning coming from S2y, but again, they could also go unconventional, and that would also be viable.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I don't know. It's gonna be. I'm very curious to see what the final pickup is gonna be here for the Legion team. Swindlemonks is taking a lot of time to decide as to what he wants to get for this last pick. As for S2Y, they themselves are just looking for that last support role hero to choose. It could be something like a Pyromancer if they wanted to actually get Revenor. So yeah, it is gonna be interesting. So we are gonna see a Warbeast carry in this kind of game. Bubble is actually gonna be played by Limp, so Limp is gonna be in that offlane instead.
Yep, we want to see that as well. Ravenor looking to be really good on Swindle Melons. That's the captain as well. The playmaker, as they call it, the Swindle playmaker, is going to be the Ravenor for this game. And that's going to be really good to see because that in general means a lot of extra mobility and gang coming from Team Stay Green. And Stay Green is just the kind of team that really just punishes your opponent for every single mistake they do. And as to why, man, they are just currently shivering. I can tell that. Being in a country that they are not familiar with, and in general playing a scene that they are themselves are not familiar with. And that is going to be really bad for them. I hope that they don't make too much mistakes. In the previous game, they made a huge amount of mistakes, and that is not good at all for Team S2y. But in this game, they can't afford to make that. And look at the push potential from Team Legion side. I would definitely like the amount of push there. You got a pretty good bubbles in terms of anti-push as well as push. Revenor as well with the Storm Blades. Ophelia plus Warbeast. So that's going to be a lot of extra push potential coming from the Legion side. Whereas for the help on team, you don't really have that. We got a pretty good keeper, 3 dogs, but that's just about it. Russia as well. And in fact, all 5 members just nicely ready up there, just raring to go.
Yeah, that ready man. That's how in sync they are right now. As for Hellborn team, they actually choose the Witch Slayer as the final support over there. I guess they kind of want to bust out something like what Zephyr did in the previous game that we casted against IG. Witch Slayer, Pestilence lane mid. Hag gonna be in that short, Kraken off, and Keeper in the jungle. Both teams, they have an okay lineup, I guess. I mean, S2 has an okay lineup, but I think Legion's lineup is much more aggressive in that sense and has that late game advantage, especially seeing as to how they have that. You know, they have the Warbeast, they have the Revenor as well. Okay, maybe not as very late as compared to Hellburn's lineup, but they definitely can take, by all means, can win this game in the mid stage of this game.
Yep, they can. And before we go on here, ladies and gentlemen, on the team Legion, it's going to be Stay Green all the way there from Miami, I do believe. And in fact, a few members from different areas of the map, but it's going to be pretty good as well. That's it. Swindle Melon's going to be playing as the Revenor. We got Lim playing onto the Bubbles, and Zephyr onto the Engineer. Ophelia being played by Minot in the jungle role, and that, but last but not least, we got Chessie. Chessie, the star player of Team Stay Green right now. He is going to be the Warbeast as well. And on help on team is going to be me, s2y. Sorry, all the way from Thailand. And that being said, yes, Naja going to be the drafter for that team, and he's going to be the Keeper of Forest. ESC onto the Kraken. Escor onto the Keeper of the Forest. Keeper of Forest. Escor onto the Witch Slayer. And Jacob Tian onto the Wretched Hag. Last but not least, Mr. Suns onto the Pestilence. And I still don't see the Pebbles, man. He better start picking the Pebbles before this is too late.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he doesn't want to go with his conventional heroes. He wants to go a little bit. I think that's the problem. Like Southeast Asian teams, they really like the fact that whenever they're in that LAN competition, they want to try to up their game by picking the same heroes that other teams actually pick up. But the thing is, they haven't had much practice with it. Of course, in this kind of sense, they do have a decent amount of practice with the Pestilence already. But I feel like he should just play his more conventional and conventional heroes and the heroes that he really loves to play, so that he doesn't have that much of an issue in terms of like the way the game progresses.
Yep, that's the case, really is, and that's it. Legion side now gonna have a little bit of a connection problem, and Minus, despite the fact he just rated up there, he is not really after all. And now gonna go back to just nicely see what's wrong with his computer. Hope he's gonna be able to just nicely fix up that problem there and come back to this game. That being said, man, Lark, now gonna ask all the viewers out there, who do you think is gonna win this game?
Okay, if it comes to mid stages and if Stay Green is able to get that early snowball advantage, they'll definitely win. As for late game, I think Hellborn actually has a decent chance of winning this because they have a lot of wombo combo abilities. They have the Keeper, they have the Kraken, they have the Hag as well as the Pestilence. So those are really, really good heroes that do scale nicely against the later stages of this game. Legion team, they mainly have that War Beast, but there is a lot of push potential coming from them. I definitely think that if they start, the ball rolling, they get pushes happening all across the map, bottom, mid, top, and quickly push into the enemy's base, they definitely by all means have the chance to win because they're going to get the gold advantage.
Yep, that's gonna be the case. That said, game is now gonna resume on time as well, and the HoN's gonna sound just right about now. And most of the chat actually thinks that Team Stay Green gonna win this one, and I myself also agree with you, despite coming from the C scene. S2y, they may be a little bit underprepared for this tournament, and I definitely want to see them at least secure a semi-final spot. That is gonna be a huge achievement already for them. And that being said, man, still, we are always up for any form of upset, and upset's still gonna be the best of all. And I myself am a huge fan, or rather rooter for the underdogs. So that's why for this underdogs is the underdog for this match here. I definitely want to see how they are gonna be able to just nicely size up against Stay Green. That's it though. Mid lane, Pestilence as well as Witch Slayer against Bubbles. Bubbles at the mid lane is taking a little bit extra beating from the Witch Slayer. Impel is gonna connect as well, and that's double stun on Lim. Lim taking a little bit too much text right now.
Yeah, Limp actually got a little bit too much damage coming from them, and that's mainly the huge aggression coming from Wish there. It's good, he's even gonna throw again another stun, but he takes a lot of tower harass damage, and that's not what you wanna have happen to you. Top lane, there is that affiliate in their jungle. This is really nicely played by them. He could even snipe out the career. Yep, it's gonna be down.
Yeah, Helper Korean got sniped out there. Really bad to see that they are already without a good friend Monkey that can fly, maybe not flying, not even can fly this game. He just can't take off. That's it. No, Kraken taking too much of a beating. ESC is just completely walled in here, and it's gonna go down as well. Minot will pick up the bloodlust. So at least Team Stay Green, man, they are on the ball.
Yep, they actually pick up a huge kill right there, and that's just the aggression coming out from the current lineup from Legion team. Like, that's what happens when you have an affiliate in your jungle. You don't ward off and block off your own hard camps, because by all means they definitely can take up that straight up aggression over there. Actually, a creep actually follows him. They did a decent amount of damage actually to the defense tower as well. It's actually down to about 1/4, so that's really good for them.
Yep, that's gonna be really good. That's it. 1 minute 40 seconds is up already. 1:0. 800 gold for Team Legion side. Stay Green doing a really good job. S2y already off to a little bit of a bad start, but they definitely have Go takes to come back here. We got also the Wretched Hack and a lot of extra lockdown from the whole team. In fact, all of them are pretty good stunners there. So we're going to see what's gonna happen in terms of the big team fight, and that's gonna be the main thing that will determine this game here.
Yeah, and middle, the rune is gonna spawn right now, and I think Witch Slayer, yep, he knows about it. He's gonna go to the bottom rune and take that right off the bat. Keeper is in the jungle, in the vicinity of the Hellborn side, sorry, the Legion side. He's just trying to do as much as possible. Warbeast is actually getting a lot of harass from Backstick over here on this Hag, and it's a pretty okay job for him. But of course, he's gonna get some regen, I think, delivered. Oh no, okay, that's actually the boot, so he still has a good amount of regen. He does have a stacked health potion, and now he's gonna spawn the wolves, but unfortunately his jungle is already destroyed by the Keeper.
Yep, gonna give a little bit of slight credit to S2y right now because they at least anticipated that tri lane at the top lane, and in general we'll be able to put the Kraken there. Kraken ultimately is still better to sacrifice as compared to Wretched Hack. Wretched Hack needs the extra farm, and Hack's gonna be down south here up against the War Bees. And in general now, Kraken at the top lane is not having the best of moments. He get completely boxed out, and look at the tier 1 man, all the way down to just 15% health there. It's just really going down quickly, and Kraken doesn't even have a lane to stay right now.
Yep, Kraken is just getting boxed out so damn hard. Riftwood are way behind tower, and they're gonna get this tower really quickly. And this is just how their lineup works, man. Quickly push down towers. You have the constant use from that battle cry from Chessie on the War Beast. He's actually gonna cancel a health potion coming out. Not a health potion. Sorry, mana potion coming from Keeper over there. Gonna get the tower very, very nicely. They even popped the glyph, and to no avail though.
Yep, and that's it. We do have Warbeast now in the Legion jungle, just trying to make something happen. At the top lane, Tier 1 already nicely addressed, and on the flip side, the Kraken is now... The good news is that he has got the extra space to farm at the top lane, but can he pick up the farm because the tri-lane aggression might actually keep up here. I would like to see Staggering go on to the mid lane and box out also the mid lane. Now mid lane, Mr. Sun's Pestilence already level 4, and it's also good to see a Lim actually won his lane already, so it's level 5 Lim up against Pestilence level 4. In terms of CS as well, I do believe 16:3, Pesty at just about 17:4, so pretty much farm is still okay, but in terms of level, yes, Bubbles did win this one.
Yeah, I mean the main thing is the fact that they did do a conventional 2-hero setup in mid against the Bubbles. That's why he has the level advantage. They weren't able to kill him off as much. They did do a lot of harass, but eventually it came to a point where they couldn't do much. Witch Slayer is still level 2. He at least has that miniaturize and the Graveyard Stun, but Graveyard Stun of course is only like a 0.9 second or 0.52 second stun.
Yep,
Well,
that's the
actually
case.
more than that, like around 1 second-ish.
That's it, 4 minutes gonna be out real soon. 2k gold lead for Team Legion's taken on a roll, and top lane Tier 1 already nicely addressed, so that's the reason for the gold lead so far. And at the mid lane though, Pestilence is not having a good time. The only consolation coming from Team s2y is the fact that they've got a Witch Slayer roaming with a Keeper of the Forest. Now Keeper needs pretty good farm as well. If not, he doesn't have the boots for initiation, doesn't have the life to, you know, nicely go into great position to put out the root as well. He don't have the ability to put out a quick portal key, and that's what I want to see on Yet's Naja for this game. But he is just farming in the Legion jungle, and that's pretty good as well. But in general, something needs to be done on s2y's part.
Yeah, I mean they can go for more aggression as well, since they have the Keeper in the Legion jungle. They can quickly push down the defense tower, but if they do that, they need to continue the aggression. If not, Warbeast is going to get uncontested farm because they'll be too busy, you know, passively farming away rather than putting much more aggression onto this Legion lineup.
That's gonna be the case. That's it. 4 minutes up already. 1:0. 2k goal lead for Team Legion, and it seems like Bubbles will just kick the football all the way down to the face of Pestilence. Mr. Sun's in a lot of trouble, and can he land the last hit there? That's the question. Yes, he can. The Fat Lady drops, and that's gonna be a kill. Lim picks that one up really nicely. Mr. Suns, man, he also lost the mid lane this game, and that's not gonna be good for him.
Yeah, not good at all.
Team.
Yeah, Limp is just doing such a good job, and again, a lot of the extra kill potential is because of the Warbeast, the battle cry. It did add a lot of damage towards him when he tried to gank him over there. Well, not gank, but Russia dive him over there at the mid lane. And Kraken, man, he's just so far behind, can't do anything. A lot of beautiful wards being placed by Z-Freak right here to constantly spot him out and just be as harassful as possible. And you have Revenar farming in the top lane, level 4 already. He's getting enough farm for himself. I think he has 1.2k in the bank, and even go for that Steam Boots finish up right here at the side shop.
Yep, that's gonna be the case. That's it. Hack actually down south here, level 5, and we also got Warbeast in his area, level 4. So at least Hack is able to over level that of Warbeast. But in terms of farm, man, Warbeast, let's just nicely analyze the CS there. Warbeast is at 17:4, whereas Hack is at about 27:13. So yes, in terms of farm, also Hack actually won his lane against Chassis.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, Hag, if he's gonna just sit back and farm and not actually help the rest of his team, it could actually potentially hurt them, because mid lane is really losing. Kraken is losing top lane really hard. Here comes Keeper, by the way. He rotated back to his own jungle.
Yep, he did, and that's gonna be really good for Keeper. But the question is, will Legion team nicely size up the Hellbourne jungle? In fact, all of them can nicely rotate to the Hellbourne jungle to put forward a little bit of extra pressure on Team s2y, but they are not doing that. And Revenar actually, after pushing the top lane, he is still here, hanging out the top lane, getting pretty much uncontested farm. Kraken is just way too far in this game. He's only level 3, Cinemelon's already level 5, and that's really good for him. That's a mid lane Lim, man. Lim Bubbles is just doing a lot of extra work against Mr. Sans, and he's showing him how to play soccer at that. And down goes Pestilence. Pretty good to see that. Mr. Sans completely addressed, and 3.8k goal lead for Team Legion already, but 3-0 and still counting.
Yeah, really well played by Lim. That's just beautiful plays again. Level 7 already, and the Kelp Field nicely used over there. Like, every time the Kelp Field's off cooldown, you want to use that whenever you know you can pick up a kill. Just well played by him. He can even rotate around later after that cooldown is done, and, you know, set up for a gank, maybe bottom against this Hag, who's getting a decent amount of farm, because Chessie needs a little bit of help. Here comes Witch Slayer though with double damage.
Yep, double damage. Witch Slayer coming in as core, looking for a stun, but doesn't get it done. Here comes also the Vulture Minas doing a lot of extra work there. And Tornado is going to be chasing Witch Slayer. This is going to be pretty good to see as well. Witch Slayer a lot of trouble right now, because here comes the Ophelia main deal, and it's going to be able to pick up the kill. And on the flip side, Wretched Attack, a lot of trouble. Wretched Attack pops the health potion. Can he run away? Flash of Darkness is going to be available in just 6 seconds there, but there's a lot of extra time. I do believe that he is going to be fine though. There is no extra stun there from Team Legion side. In general, Engineer was just a tad too slow with the HoN behind him.
Huge misplay by Witch Slayer. He missed his Graveyard Stun, and that ultimately ended up hurting him and his teammate. Bat Blast, or it was used, and couldn't get any kill out of that. Chessie survives. He's still alive. He's level 5. 3 points into the battle cry already. He's gonna help his team that much more. You see Revenant top lane. He has another 1k gold already, so he could even go for that early portal key because he's getting really good farm. 360 gold per minute already.
Yep, he is, and looking at that, level 6 Revenor as well as a level 5 Kraken. ESC is getting a little bit of extra level right now as compared to previously. He was just 3, now he's 5, so he does have a little bit extra level, but looking for the quick level 6 for release that Kraken skill, and that's what he wants playing as the Kraken in this game. And that's it, Revenor gonna pot all the way down south just to resume his farming there. And on the flip side, Warbeast gonna now join at the top lane, so it's gonna be pretty good because the lane has already been pushed down. So Warbeast is gonna have a little bit extra time, and seeing how he actually lost the bottom lane, he needs the farm, so he comes up north to take a little bit extra farm here.
Yeah, takes farm, but the thing is, like, how good is it gonna be? I mean, they're already so far behind. 5k gold advantage for Legion team, and Chessie didn't really have the best time at the bottom lane. He is sitting at 260 gold per minute though, so he's doing relatively okay in terms of farm. Here comes Pestilence behind the tower though.
Yeah, Pestilence just looming behind the tier 1 there, and in fact should be able to go in with a good kill, but he just pulled it back there. Keeper also gonna pot away back down south to save the Hack. Hack a lot of trouble there, but Hack was able to put forth a good flash of darkness, and Ophelia gonna pop the ultimate as well. Here comes Keeper, too late for the root, not enough to save the tower. Tower goes down, and Ball Lightning connecting a Wretched Hack. Wretched Hack is gonna be fine, and on the mid lane here we do have Pestilence as well. Pesty already level 6, but comparing that against Bubbles, Lim already level 8.
Yeah, I mean, Limp won mid lane really hard. Hag is not gonna get any chance to farm here at the bottom lane. Like, SG is doing really good rotations. They address top really nicely, put a lot of pressure. Now they're gonna address bot again because they know that Hag is slowly getting a lot of farm. Although they're not too worried because he actually missed out on a kill at the bottom with that bad blast when Witchlayer missed a stun. Witchlayer actually gonna get invis right here, but Z-Freak spots us out and they're gonna back out.
Yep, so it's gonna be pretty good that they have the presence of the mind to at least nicely go back here. And so for s2o and s2y, I want to see them pick up a kill at least in this game.
It's gonna be hard for them because they're really far behind.
Yeah, they are, and losing faith already in my region's team here, but 10 minutes into this game, 6k gold for Stagern. Stagern is just playing it so easily, look at them. Top lane Warbeast already level 6, and that's just nice against Kraken's level 6, and this is after he just popped up here. So yes, Hack did win the lane, but it's a little questionable. Meanwhile, mid lane, Mr. Sans again is going to take the fall, and Lim, that's the 3rd time the bubble steamroll over the bug.
Yeah, you can't have that happen, man. Like, Mr. Suns, he needs to be a little bit better in that mid lane. Limp is just doing such a good job at controlling him. They gotta get this tier 1 mid. They can't do anything about this defense. They're gonna get this no contest. They can even do chip damage at tier 2. Or they could just back off and probably set up for a kill at bottom. There is... okay, no, the Kelpfield wasn't. Bottom lane though.
So the stun's gonna connect on the Engineer. The Bad Blast connecting only on Engineer as well. Engineer definitely is going down to this, so that is at least gonna be one kill, but Cindermelon out of trouble, and the release the Kraken's gonna be used quickly, and down goes Cindermelon. It's not gonna be good for Team Legion, but at least Hellbound breathes a little bit sign of life here back into this game. 10 minutes in, ready, 60-2, 7k goal lead for Team Legion. The goal lead is still counting, but it seems like it's not gonna be good for for Pestilence right now. Pestilence is able to run away, so yeah, he does just take flight at least.
Yeah, take fight is gonna save him, but he's just so far in this game, so far back in this game. Doesn't even have steam boots, man. Level 7 only against the level 10 bubbles in mid lane. Plus the fact that he had support at the early start of the game with with Witchlayer, and it didn't translate into anything after that.
Yep, it did not, and bottom lane, 10 minutes in already, 11 already. Tier 1's going to be addressed by s2y for the first time. It seems like Stagren is in his vicinity. They may not want to give this up uncontested. Here comes the pot in. The pot may actually be used. There we go, and Ophelia going to be in his vicinity as well. And it seems like Hag a lot of trouble, and there goes the stun from Cindermelon. Hag goes down. It's not going to be good. Keeper is on the run. Keeper, man, doesn't have the mana for anything at all. And Keeper just completely overextended. Keeper is going to be dead. So there goes Mother Nature.
Yeah, nothing that they can do. Just quick rotation coming from Hellburn team. You had 4 heroes there at bottom, man. And at the meantime, Chessie just continuing to farm at the top lane. I think he's gonna finish up a Shrunken Head before Abyssal. I'm not too sure. Maybe it could even be the Abyssal, I think, so that he can farm a lot more faster and help out with, you know, extra armor for his team for the extra push potential. They're gonna go ahead and address tier 2 bottom, and I don't think Hellburn can really do anything about this.
Yep, I don't think they can, and that's it. The bottom lane is still gonna be pushed out here, and 12 minutes in already, man. S2y, they are just a little bit too unprepared for this game. I thought they could at least win a little bit extra, and maybe even the little bit of extra surprise element to come for S2y onto a Stay Green, but Stay Green is just proving to be too powerful, and it's just completely steamrolling over S2y. S2y now with a 9k lead. Stay Green has that lead, of course. S2y needs to catch up that amount, and it's not gonna be easy for them at all.
Bubbles has a pushbook, by the way, so going for more the EU route, doesn't have the portal key Radiant Revenor. We saw that earlier. Engineer getting close to picking up his steam boots. Mynuts has the he's gonna get steam boots of his own, by the way. He already has the Astral Leap and the Ring of Sorcery, so that's a good thing. And Warpies finished up the what's it called again? The Abyssal Skull. Here comes Hag though, completely missing in the Bat Blast.
Yep, and Chessie, a little bit of trouble there. Chessie actually is still gonna be able to try and run away. He is gonna be fine. Here comes the backup supply line, and that's gonna be able to just nicely mop up the Hack. Hack goes down, Escort also, and Pestilence also takes the fall. That's gonna be 3 for nothing at all, and it's gonna be really bad for Team Help. Looking at that, they just got completely shat on, and even Kraken is at the top lane. I mean, there is no sign of life at all. Even the Hack got addressed, and that's not good.
Yep, I mean it's 30 minutes, I'm sorry, and it's already almost a 12k gold advantage for Legion. They already have so much EXP advantage as well. Limp is level 12 in this game, and everyone in the Hellburn team is hasn't even reached those double digits just yet. Revenor is gonna reach level 10 very soon. Chessie as well, I do believe. Chessie has 600 gold now in the bank after taking out those ancients, and he has for some reason like infinite life. Oh, here comes Bubble.
That was so easy. That was just so easy. Look at the kill there, really easy. And even Pestilence trouble. Mr. Stance is on the run. He is going to be fine. Some's going to be used on Bubbles Limb. I mean, S2y, they may not even have the how to play this game anymore. Looking for the 15-minute CC. And that being said, in the mid lane, it's going to be a little bit extra push potential coming from the Legion team. All 5 members going to congregate here. And in fact, going to push down the mid lane tier 2. Tier 2, a lot of trouble. Tier 2 is going to be affected by both Ophelia with Battle Cry on the Warbeast as well. And that's going to be a quick work there. Now looking to push the tier 3. They are not going to stop the Pain Train on schedule now. And 13k gold lead. It seems like it is not going to be good for Team Hellborn at all. Hellborn, they don't have anything they could really do, which they're only level 4. What can level 4 do against level 12? That guy is 3 times your level. He's 3 times your size. You don't take a fight there. It's not going to be possible at all, which they're completely taken care of. Here comes Kraken to try and save the day. Is he going to be able to do something? I doubt so. Level 8 keeper also. And Staken is just like, they don't care, man. And there goes the Impale. Is he going to be going up? There goes the Kraken Element as well. It's just pretty nicely placed as well. We got a root going down, but no kills just yet on the Hellborn side. Hellborn ESC takes the fall. Jacob Tien also takes the fall. That's the carry, by the way. Mr. Suns get addressed. That's Pasty. And also, it seems like Engineer is going to be fine. And that's going to be hat-trick for Cinnamon. Cinnamon looking for Annihilation. Can he get it? That's the question. It's got to be a quad kill. Where's the 4th one? Come on, someone give me the quad kill. Pestilence. Mr. Suns, he did come back here, but is it going to be enough for the kill? And Cinnamon, man, he wants his quad kill at Dreamhack. He's going to be really trying out for this one. But he got miniaturized already, and Mr. Suns is going to pay him back in kind. Stormblade's going to land quickly on Pestilence. Pestilence in trouble. Pestilence just 1 or 2 more hit. It could be Annihilation. Is that going to be Annihilation? No! It's way too late. You're just going to expire there. And that's a Cinnamon's just really pissed off right now.
Yeah, that's a GG. No way in hell they were gonna win that, man. That was insane team fight coming. And that's what I mentioned. Like, if you get the early snowball against a team like with Ophelia and Warbeast, they're gonna push in so fast that you can't even, you can't do anything about it. They pushed in at 14 minutes in that game, easily took down Rax, took a lot of the team fight. I think there was even buybacks from Hellbound team, but they still lost.
Yep, they did, and that's not gonna be it. That's it, man. A little bit extra question and answer session right now. Orange Esports, the main reason why they're not in Dreamhack is because the main carry, WTF, was not able to jump with this team. He only came back after the qualifier was announced and it was over, so it's really bad to see. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna nicely bring about a little bit extra coverage and jump into REA versus Lion for you guys, and hope you guys will